What is going on, everybody? It's Kyle and Dillon here of We the Coasters. Yes.
I'm not starting a vlog. Wow.
Yes, look at that. We are here together already. First of 2 trips, 3 parks, another We the Coasters Journey, and today we are at Indiana Beach.
Yeah, your first We the Coasters Journey. Congratulations.
Absolutely. First park I've been to outside of Ohio in over 20 years. So yes, it has been a while. Looking around here.
Yeah, so I went here last year, so if you ever actually want to take a look at like a first time ever visit when we actually went here, click a link in the top right corner card. You can't miss it because that really showcased a lot of things open and all. But I do want to real quick iterate though, 2 things are closed. So one is Hoosier Hurricane and one is Water Swing. So that coaster with the white supports is not operating, which kind of is not a terrible F, but you know, it still is.
I was kind of looking forward to riding it. It is the tallest one in the park,
yeah.
But you know.
But we do have a better one, which is Cornball Express right there, which that one I think was my favorite part of that trip. So that is something to say the least though. But anyways, as the park just opened up, it was 10 a.m. and the ride's still open until 11, which does make this park very unique. So we got a lot to check out with the shops and even the places to eat.
There's ERT but really no ERT.
Exactly.
And a huge thanks to everybody at Kings Island Cedar Fair. Thanks to me working there, Dillon and I got in for free.
Exactly. So thank you, Cedar Fair.
And if you're wondering, you're probably thinking, wow, this is a really good quality for this vlog. This is the first vlog that we are doing on my GoPro Hero 10. So
yep. So
finally got to break this bad boy out. We had one hell of a time trying to get this thing to work, and
IRL meme posting going on.
Yes.
But yeah, so without further ado, enjoy today's feature presentation and enjoy the vlog here at Indiana Beach, where there's more than corn in Indiana.
Well, the rides aren't open yet, but so we decided to come over here to the Blue Jay Cafe. Have a bit of a breakfast, lunch, brunch kind of thing.
Yeah, I never went here last year, and I don't know why I didn't, but man, we had good food there. That was amazing.
Yeah, I was looking on their website and just seeing all they had to eat, and this thing really jumped out at me. I picked up a cheeseburger that looked really good, and I thought, you know, I really got to try this place out, and both of us are very satisfied with it.
I was very impressed with it. But there was something else that was more than burgers that they have here. So they have a lot of different unique type of things in here. For example, they have a sweet and spicy donut burger, which, you know, I'm not really in the faint of heart being that creative, but I can't imagine how that would be, though. It would be very intriguing to say the least. And then over here, the other big thing was an Italian beef sandwich. They had a walking tamale, buffalo chicken ranch fries, and then they had s'mores fries over here, which, you know, definitely caught my eye to say the least. But no, it was very good though. We're very satisfied, and also the main thing you have to remember at the Indiana Beach, the prices here are actually not that bad. They're very, very affordable. Not like when you go to the bigger chains, you're a little more on the price you're in. This is a lot of a homegrown feel, and this is what makes this park very, very unique. And you'll get a good bang for your buck with food too.
I ended up getting the triple cheeseburger, and that was like $10.50. But my God, you get what you pay for.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it was a good size. It tasted great, and
everything was fantastic. I don't think I'm disappointed at all.
And it's interesting here, the location. You see a big arcade right here.
Oh, giant
arcade, and then you look over here.
Right past Blue Jay Cafe, there's another one.
There's another arcade, so yeah.
Technically, there's 3 arcades here. There's 3 of them, which it makes it very unique. But I like how the homegrown feel is. They literally just crammed everything together. They made all the space possible. So I think that's fantastic.
Absolutely. Not sure what time it is right now. Shouldn't be too long before the ride's open. We get a
10:49. So we got about 10 more minutes. Probably had a Lost Coaster. Who knows?
Yeah, that's the one we're looking forward to doing the most here. So we'll see how this goes. So the first thing we're gonna do right here, Lost Coaster of Superstition Mountain. Now you rode this last year. I saw the video that you had. This looks like this is one of the craziest coasters I've ever seen.
So it is definitely on the unique scale. I mean, I've been on some coasters, and I mean, as of recording this video, I've done now over 100 coasters. Thanks, Air Force One. But this by far has to be the most unique roller coaster I've ever ridden, because I don't really even know how to even describe this thing. There's so many tight turns that goes around through here. It's an elevator lift hill. It goes through 3 different levels, and it's probably the most unique coaster I've ever seen in my life, let alone ridden. It is just absolutely bonkers. And the fact that I got to ride this last year still just blows my mind, and here I am again doing this, so I can't even believe it. The most unique thing about this, though, is that you can ride this forwards and you can ride this backwards, which is the most absolutely mind-boggling thing to even say in this day and age, but that's how unique this is. But another thing that makes this unique is that this was the coaster company's last ever roller coaster, which was Custom Coasters International, or CCI. This is their last ever roller coaster they ever made, and they went out of business, and then they formed the Gravity Group. So it's a very interesting coaster. So if you ever come to Indiana Beach, do check this out.
And I'm looking forward to riding this backwards as well. I have not been on I haven't ridden a roller coaster backwards since the Racer back in like sometime back in the late 90s, I would say. So this is going to be fun. Looking forward to this one. This will be the first ride we do here today.
Absolutely.
So another thing that Indiana Beach is famous for here is their tacos. Now, me, not a big taco guy. I'm a very picky eater, as we've well documented. But Dillon, on the other hand, had some last year. Looking forward to having some again.
Yeah, they were actually very, very good. And the main thing about it is that they're also very, very good on the price, too. So the regular tacos are $3.75, which we'll show you in the menu, you know, shortly, I think, once we get a ride on Lost Coaster here. But that's, I think, the thing that I like about this place. It's like, you literally have one of the strangest roller coasters right over here, and you have the best taco place that you could find here. And honestly, it is very, very impressive, to say the least. But
Sky Ride is going too.
Yeah.
You can see, you might
these tacos are very world famous out here because they have a special sauce in there that's actually very, very good. I was very impressed when I went here last year. So that is something to say the least. But I think we're about ready to go for Lost Coaster. So we're going to hop on the ride, and we'll show you how we feel about it.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that. So we just did Lost Coaster. I have to say, probably the craziest coaster I've ever been on, as expected. We did it forward this time, and we're going to come back and do it backward here a little bit later on, I would imagine. So
that was awesome. That was great.
I mean,
it's so random, but I love it. That's just what makes this ride so great. They also had changed the animatronic of the beginning. So it used to say, like, watch out for the bear and a few other things, but they mentioned about the walking tacos that are over here right next to the ride. So I actually do like that, but Dynamite Willie wasn't working, sadly, so that's a sad thing there, but wow. So overall, Kyle, I gotta ask you, I know you're holding the camera, but what'd you think overall?
that was fun. I mean, it was crazy, it was weird, but it was fun. Like you mentioned right before I turned the camera on, my shirt says that they're talking about the greatest wooden roller coaster, that being the Beast. This is easily the weirdest wooden roller coaster.
I love this ride. It's so great, though.
Absolutely. If you ever come to Indiana Beach, this is a must-do. Like,
Absolutely.
This thing's a gem. You will never find anything else like this. So, not sure what we're doing next.
Probably Cornball.
Cornball. All right, sounds good to me. All right, let's see what happens. So we decided to come over to Cyclone, and it's supposed to be open, but I don't think it is.
Where are the ride-offs?
Yeah.
Where are the ride-offs at?
Now this would be a coaster that neither of us have ridden before,
Yeah.
if we ever get a chance to today, so...
We'll see. I mean, I thought there would be someone here, but I mean, they would be like right in that panel there, but I guess not. So, yeah, so much for being advertised as open. Maybe we'll come by a little later and hope it actually opens up.
Yeah,
but I do see Cornball Express going because I see it going to the station right there. So we were just looking to see if this was open, but it does not look like it. So I guess we'll do Cornball.
Sounds good to me. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get to do this today. So we're still over here by Cyclone, looking down in this pond here, and there is a ton of carp. I mean, good sized carp too. And apparently you can feed them over here. I don't know how. You can see there. I guess they eat popcorn as well. I didn't know that, but impressive size. I'm really impressed by the size of these carp. That is.
Yeah, they're big. My goodness. Oh my God. What's going on?
What in the world is that?
They're jumping for popcorn. Looks like. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Crazy things you see here.
Whoa, feed these fish.
Never seen so many fish like piled on top of each other like that. That is crazy. But yeah,
one of the fish starving, man.
Yeah, one of the things you could do here is feed carp. I don't recommend popcorn, but you know.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And I thought the koi at Kings Island in the pond over there they got was impressive. Wow, this is something else.
There's got to be at least 50 of these things here. At least.
Absolutely crazy. All right, getting ready to do Cornball Express. This is a... What did you say made this?
Custom Coasters International.
CCI wooden coaster?
This was honestly my favorite at the park at the time, and this one is really, really good. So if you notice, there's corn on the side, which is absolutely awesome here, but This ride has great laterals all around, and it's very, very impressive with it. And what's cool is that even when this and Hoosier Hurricane, which technically isn't open, would go side by side, you get a lot of really cool moments together. But this ride has some great laterals, including this unbanked helix that's right over here. This thing from the unbanked helix is absolutely sick. So I'm looking forward to checking that out.
Me too. This is let's see it going there.
Yeah, see some of the action there. But this is a very good positive G and negative G friendly ride, but more on the negative G though. It's very surprising.
And you see Tig'rr right behind that. We're gonna hit that once we get off Cornball. Alright, this looks fun. Let's go do this thing.
Let's ride in the park right here, man.
So
this one?
Oh, I just did this one.
I know.
So we just did Cornball Express. Very, very impressed. This thing is loaded with airtime. I was really surprised by that. And in the front row, too. You would think you would get that in the back row more than anything, but...
Oh, yeah, this ride's great. I love it. This was, I think, honestly, the best in the park last year, and I can still see it runs great, even after a year. It's unbelievable. Like, I said it had, like, one rain of bump somewhere off, like, the mid-course going into the bottom of the drop, but it didn't really defer much of the ride. It's still fantastic and runs smooth, so it's amazing. That's from 2001.
2001, yes. And this thing, yeah, one of the smoothest wooden coasters I've ever been on.
It's amazing.
Felt like Mystic Timber is as smooth as it was. It was that good. So.
It was that impressive, and I like Cornball a lot. That is honestly one of my favorite coasters here at the park. So, but now we're gonna get ready to head over to the oldest coaster in the park operating, and that is Tig'rr.
Now I was watching this go while we were in line for Cornball Express. It looks like you fly on this thing, so I'm looking forward to this one.
So this is a Schwarzkopf jumbo jet. So the interesting thing about this is that it's a toboggan seating of a single car that's being used. So 2 people can sit in the front row, 2 people sit in the back if they want to, or 1 person in row 1 and row 2, depending on how you are as a whole. But I'm telling you, this ride is a lot of fun. Even though it may not be the best in the park because of all the other things around here, I still like this ride a lot. It is fantastic. I don't think there really is a bad ride here per se.
So far, I mean, what we've only done 2, but I've been very impressed from what we've done so far. So this thing looks fun, and we'll tell you how we feel about it after we ride it here. So as you see, we're getting in line now. So we just got off of Tig'rr. I've never been on a coaster like that. Very fun. Very spacious in the trains. I've never had that much, like, usually more crammed into a train like that, so that was interesting. The only bad part about it, only 1 train on.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. The line barely moved, but I mean, you can see the other 2 trains are right over here, sadly. But yeah, it's interesting to say the least. But the ride was still really good, though. Really, really good.
Absolutely.
I don't think there really is a bad coaster here at all. I don't think so.
Hadn't been one yet, I know that.
So we were looking to see if Steel Hog's open. At least I don't see anyone there, but we're gonna go walk around and check to see if there is. But I don't know. Looks like we're gonna be waiting a bit.
Yeah, looks like not everything opened at 11 today. So
no, and same thing with like this ride right over here. See, the ride's technically open, but there's no ride off over there yet. So look at those.
Well, we're gonna see what's open and see what jumps out at us here. But so far, it's been really good. Well, we are currently in line for Steel Hog. We saw them at least testing it, so not sure if it's officially open yet, but seeing them running trains is a good sign.
It is. But there's a reason why we are over here, though. So if you've noticed, who's followed us on YouTube for some time there, this is actually our most viewed video where we had a POV of this ride right over here. And I just want to say first off, thank you so much to everyone within YouTube. You guys are absolutely awesome and incredible. But yeah, this ride just, for whatever reason what it is there, it is a ride that can just totally shock everyone within the YouTube community and all that. But this ride's absolutely incredible. I do like this a lot. It is one of my favorites at the park. And can't wait to ride it again. And Kyle, will be the first time you're going to be riding the Nell Loco model from S&S.
Yes, looking forward to riding this. I like the color scheme on there. The black and orange looks really good. The ride itself looks really fun. So
it's just a matter of when it will open.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be too long if they're running trains and they got people up in the station. So they're getting ready here. It shouldn't be too long. So.
Yeah, hopefully everything will be smooth though.
All right, let's see how this goes here. We'll be back with the review. Well, one of the coasters that are closed for today is Hoosier Hurricane, and you can see why. Looks like we have a retracking going on here.
Yeah, there's like a crew of 4, at least from what we're seeing, that's over there. So this is where the second drop is on the ride, and this is the area where I thought, you know, was a bit rough when I rode it last year, because I wouldn't say it felt like a puddle, but just it had a lot of rough moments in the ride, and then it was just like, ooh. And that was the thing they really needed to work on the most, because when they reopened Indiana Beach 2 years ago, they worked on the first drop where they retracked the whole section of that area, and yet you still needed to do a whole lot more. Now this area where they're working on over here, that's what they're going to need to work on. Hopefully that thing's going to be much more smooth and, you know, transition very good.
Should be good. Would love to. Hopefully I get a chance to come back here and actually ride this. This looks really fun. It is the tallest coaster in the park, so disappointed to see that it's closed, but definitely makes sense why. So. Well, as we mentioned earlier, one of the things that Indiana Beach is famous for is their tacos. Dillon got one last year, and he got one again this year.
I'm going to showcase it real quick. So these things are actually really good. They're different on the flour tortilla that's being used, and they got a different type of cheese, but their sauce is the part that really makes it really big for their tacos. So we're going to take a bite into it right now. And show the sauce. But my God, these things are so good. Now, the crazy part is that they're $3.75. That's the size you see right here. But let me tell you, man, these things are so addicting. They're very, very good. It makes you feel like you're going to bleed your wallet out, but it's worth it, though. Definitely recommend it, to say the least. And like I said from before, this place right here is right next to the weirdest roller coaster you'll ever find. So it definitely is worth it to come out here and take a look at the taco stand and actually get a piece of it yourself. So definitely come check it out when you can.
So we're just taking a little ride here on the Sky Ride, getting an incredible view of the park. Love that view of the lake right there, just right there on it.
Lake smells really good too.
Absolutely. Get a good look at the bumper boats here. It's only about 65 degrees, yet people are doing water rides.
This is a very old school chairlift, as you notice here. So we're pretty exposed. If you can see all around us here, our legs are actually able to move around and whatnot. And you know, obviously this thing moves very, very slow because it's so old school and all, but it's really, really cool. But one of the highlights of the chairlift here is you actually get a view of Lost Coaster from here. It's very impressive.
Of course, well, there's the train right there on the station. I was about to say.
We're actually going to see it go right now.
The part that's really, really cool about the ride, the elevator lift. An elevator lift on a coaster. I never thought I would see such a thing. See it going up there, that is...
It's very impressive to say the least. You got the Antigatas over here, Sky Coaster over here. First the Lost Coaster is coming by pretty surely because it is going up at the top of the elevator lift right now.
Might get lucky and catch it here.
There you go. So we're going to see it go by very shortly. But this definitely has the most unique feel of any roller coaster or one of those any roller coasters coming on by. And there you go. Such an impressive ride.
Oh man, impressive, insane. Had a lot of fun.
Speechless. Then of course you can see over the very, very left in the white supports that Hoosier Hurricane. Of course, aforementioned has been closed, so they doing that retrack. We actually can see a really good view of it on the one area of the station of the chairlift we were actually on right there. We actually had a really good view of it there. And then the one with the dark supports. Straight to the left over there, that's Cornball Express. To the distance, Steel Hog and the orange, I just seen it went down. Then Tig'rr's a little bit more to the left. Those are all your coasters on right over here. And then to the right, other than the Scrambler and the Paratrooper here, this is their water park that they have.
And Cyclone in there right in between the water slides. We're still waiting for that thing to open.
My legs are touching the thing here. As you can see, though, they do have a few water slides. They have 2 raft slides right over here. They have 3 body slides. They have a lazy river. They have a wave pool. And that looks like it's about it. There's not really a whole lot to do in the water park, but, you know, it's something to do at least. There's also a little train down there in the bottom left. You see going on by there. So easy to hear that no matter where you're at. The pirate ship over here, Sea Dragon. Sea Warrior right below it, which is actually going right now.
I notice they have 2 scrambler type rides. That's interesting.
And they're both right beside each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we see Cyclone actually, you know, with a ride off there soon. It's just weird how it says it's advertised open, but there's no ride off there.
Only 2 rides are advertised as being closed. Who's a Hurricane and the Sea Swings over there. So.
And a little bit up more ahead, you'll see someone is Dead and Lost Thieves. We're going to be doing that a little later on. That's a dark ride shooter that's there. A boardwalk style type of attraction that's like that. And then this was closed last time I was here. I think it's called Sky Shot. But apparently it's kind of like with Cyclone. There's no ride out there. So, you know, right now there's just no one there.
I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's
kind of weird. Oh yeah, and then there's a slide right over here too for the water park. I just seen it. I remember there's something. And then we got the Schaefer Queen that's over here. This is just a boat ride that takes you around through Lake Schaefer. We'll probably do that a little later on.
Sounds good.
But yeah, you can see Cyclone right over here. 2 trains that are there on the station, but just no ride up. And you see what's cool about the Sky Ride or Chairlift here. There's a knockoff Cap'n Crunch over here. If that's the best way to put it. Overall, though, this place is very, very fun. Really, really cool to say the least. Look, there's a pot of gold, too. There's a pot of gold.
Very photogenic is this place as well. Definitely going to get some pictures. Check out our Instagram on that. So.
Oh yeah, there's also a water slider over here too, water pad. There's Sky Bar up ahead. Tilt-A-Whirl. A lot of carnival games here. Yeah, you really see a lot of interesting things about this park that really makes it what it is today. Though it's awesome. It's
this is a pretty long Sky Ride too. I've only been on one. That was the one up at Cedar Point. I can't tell if this one is longer or not.
Oh, this one's longer.
Oh, that's okay.
It is. A little slower though, because then again, it is an older one, so it's understandable. All I gotta say is wait till you do the one Busch Gardens. Now, of course, it's advertised too. The water park is technically closed, but you actually get to see what it's like outside of like being an open all. But they are testing the waters in a few areas in particular, so that is good to see right there. Very neat to say the least. A very obscure lazy river, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. So it goes in a few different directions, and they have a thing where it circles around. Very weird. Log flew over to the very, very left of Hoosier Hurricane there.
And there have been people on it. It's only about 65 degrees right now, but people are riding water rides. Yeah. I see that all the time at Kings Island. I work Whitewater Canyon currently, and the last couple of days it's been kind of chilly the last hour or so of the shift, but people were not just riding it, but some were marathoning it.
It's wild.
Not braver than I am, but
as you can see, though, we actually are getting closer to the end of the Sky Ride on this part of the station, so it's a very interesting concept, but I do like this one a lot more because it's very photogenic. You can see a lot more. It's more exposed, as you can tell. I mean, you know, you can look all around us too. You know, we're able to move around more frequently, or not in a cage in some sort, so, or a cabin, I guess you could say. It's very unique. It really is, but I like it a lot. Very old school. Also, it's really, really cool here is that, if you can tell, there's houses that are all around within this region over here. And, you know, people can use their boats to drive around the property over here and, you know, come to the park and all, which is actually really, really neat.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's some of the places to eat over to our left. CJ's Barbecue Shack over here. Pronto Pups, Sky Room, and then also Big Bluebird Cafe. And then here's the little beach that's right over here. And I believe that's all they swim with the lake over here. So it's very impressive to say the least for this place.
Totally. I mean, you look at this and you look at its size and you're probably thinking, oh, there's not much here, but yeah.
I mean, there's decent work that you could do around here, but it's like, you'd be amazed though. All right, here's the end of the Sky Ride, so we're gonna hop off and we'll tell you how it is after we're there, what we thought of it.
So we just got off this dark ride, Den of Lost Thieves. It's kind of one of those shooters, best way to describe it.
A boardwalk shooter, yeah.
I didn't expect this place to even have a dark ride, so that's pretty awesome right there. I didn't do so well. I only scored 150 points.
I got 590.
Yeah.
It was great though. I like this though. It's actually really cool. Something you never expect to have Indiana Beach, but it's really, really neat.
Absolutely. That's
awesome. But this is what makes this park really what it is today, man. So that's really, really cool. But I like the part how you actually go up here and you can actually interact with people.
Yeah, like I thought, like once we got back outside, I thought we were done. So that kind of, oh, we're still going. So.
And what's cool if you think about it too, it's actually on top of the popcorn stand right over here.
It's impressive. They put everything on top of each other and it all works. Very nice. Very impressive dark ride. I enjoyed that. Just gonna walk around, see what jumps out at us. Hopefully Cyclone opens sometime. That'll be really nice. But
let's see what happens. We're gonna take a look and see what they say when it's gonna open.
So we just did another ride on Cornball Express, this time in the back row, and holy cow, I thought the front row was really good, and then the back.
Back's amazing. Oh. You know, last year I said the front row was the better ride, and I take the back row was better. I can tell, that thing was flying, man. I felt like I was riding a bull at the rodeo or something. That was insane. The first drop, coming off that lift hill was impressive. But the second drop was even more impressive. You like take a little slow and you get that extra oomph off your seat, which is just absolutely amazing. So.
If you like objective airtime on a wooden coaster, this is the thing right here.
And it's a classic too, which is amazing. So I'm very impressed with this. That's why like it still holds up very, very well there.
We'll definitely have to get another ride or two on this before we're out of here for sure. But
oh, easily.
Definitely my favorite coaster here so far. So we did another ride on Steel Hog, this time in the front row.
Awesome ride, first off.
Yeah, I think I like the front a little bit better, but I mean, you can't go over the back either.
I mean, I like the front better because like you can really get the view. You're actually able to, you know, see the drop. You're able to see the inversions, and it really is a spectacle to see. I mean, overall, it was just a great ride. It really was. I've always said that this ride right there is definitely on the unique side, not just for weird, but also just, you know, it's really a totally unexperienced ride that you can find in very rare places. So it is very intriguing to say the least.
It was a very interesting ride, thanks to two ladies that rode behind us. I'm not going to go into details, but let's just say it was interesting to say the very least.
If it was a try not to laugh challenge, I think we failed at that.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, I've heard some things throughout the years, but
I mean, I don't know if it could top our first ride on well, at least my first ride on Millennium Force 2 years ago. We're not going to mention what was said there either.
I think it's up there though.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know what we're going to do next. We're hoping Cyclone opens sometime today. That's really what we're waiting on.
Not only that, but hope Lost Coaster's line dies down.
Yeah, we'd love to do that. Do a backwards ride on that one. So
we'll see though.
We're going to walk around and see what happens here. All right, had to stop and get me an icy here. Got me a cherry one. As the weather's starting to warm up, but we just did Lost Coaster, this time backwards. And I have to say, that is the way to go right there.
Oh my god, that thing is awesome.
Facing forward is good, it is insane, but it is nothing compared to riding this thing backwards.
Backwards is such a gem, I'm telling you. Like, you really don't know where you're going, and it's, oh my god, it is unbelievable.
I never thought I would ride a roller coaster backwards again, never thought I'd get an opportunity, but here we are.
That is the diamond gem in the rough, I'm telling you. This is like one of the most unique roller coasters you'll ever find in the world, and that ride backwards, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it just, you know, I saw the POV that he filmed last year, and I thought, man, this thing does look totally insane. And then watching a POV doesn't do it justice, I don't think.
I think just in general, like, you know, POVs do not do a lot of justice. Like, you can get what you can, but at the same time, like, when you do it yourself, it's unbelievable. It is just absolutely insane, but that's what makes Lost Coaster so amazing. Yes. I love it so much, and it is that unique, and I don't know what else really to say, but it is for sure the weirdest ride that they have ever made in this park. Is you have to remember this was formerly a dark ride, and you can see where some of the part where the dark ride was there, but my god, how they made it into a roller coaster still blows my mind away. It's amazing.
So we're right here in front of Fascinator, where there's a old school skee ball game in there, a bunch of them you can play. But the thing that really caught our attention was right here. There is a duck, as you can see, there is a duck right there, and it has eggs underneath it. Just caught us by surprise, and you know, it's really cool to see wildlife like this. Did not expect to see a duck in here, but there you go. Really cool stuff.
I hope this coaster goes. Alright, so we're doing anti-gatos over here. I don't know how well you can hear me here, but we're just touring around the whole area. Hopefully we get to see Lost Coaster go on by. But this anti-gato is very unique, as you can tell. It's on wooden structure with a single rail. Now, if you notice when I went to Magic Kingdom doing Tomorrowland Speedway, obviously way different. You're on asphalt with a single track like this. But I can tell you though, this thing's very unique. It's a very old school feel. It's a little bit like a boardwalk south. What's really cool is you get the views of Lost Coaster from here. It looks like that final turnaround going into the final level. You have the train that's below us. And then the main thing you see of Lost Coaster is the third level, or I guess you can say the main coaster portion that you're really able to see. But this thing is very, very, very unique. You'll see some of the newer wood that's over here. You see how the change of that goes to the old wood. Now the only problem is that the wheel here is a little bit hard to turn, so if you do use this, it is a bit of a difficulty, but it is not bad though. Hopefully when we make this turn over here, we'll actually see this coaster come for a ride. It'll be really, really cool. But the main thing I like about this though is that this is a very, very old school anti-gato. Very old school. Very, very different compared to the other parks that are there, like Cedar Point and Kings Island.
I will say the one at Kings Island, the wheel is the same way. It's hard to turn.
You can see I'm like fighting the wheel here. But yeah, this thing's very unique. You have little planters over here. You can see a lot of weeds and overgrown grass. And then this is the funny part. So you're off the wooden structure. You're onto with the concrete's here. And then we're back on wooden structure. The weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then more weeds over here in the lake around here, which is very beautiful. A little ad right over here. Totally not sponsored, but check them out if you can. I swear, 5 of you guys go over there and say that WeTheCoasters sent you here. I'm going to laugh, but that would be awesome. Of course, we don't see the coaster going on by. That's But no, it's a very nice little antique auto ride. It's very, very cool. I'm hoping I heard it going on by there. But yeah, this is a very unique antique auto there. You see a lot of that structure of Lost Thieves, and you can see how they really made this work. The way how it's set up. Some of the wood is there. But if you want more information about that, check out that Brown Mac roller coaster video that Elmore Ryan did. It gives a lot of really cool info on how unique this ride is overall. But this is the antique autos. You can see how it's like here. Very neat little ride. Now, let's get off the ride and continue our day in the park.
Well, we did one more ride on Cornball Express, and I have to say, that has the best airtime I have ever experienced on any wooden roller coaster.
That is the most underrated wooden coaster I've ever been on, hands down. I mean, I can see why. You're in Indiana Beach, it's not really as known, but holy cow, this is ride awesome. I love it.
We rode in the back row, and I don't know what's better between that and the front. The front was awesome. We did 2 rides in the back. Both of them were great.
I think back. I think back this year. I said front last year, but I take it back. The back is where you want to be on this thing. This thing is just flying, man. Holy cow.
The Cornball Express, Indiana Beach, the most underrated coaster out there.
Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. This thing's amazing. I love it.
Oh, same. Easily my favorite coaster here. It's too bad we didn't get to ride
Hoosier
Hurricane.
I was a bit curious, but I mean, I wasn't really a big fan of it last year, but I mean, it was still really good though. There's no denying that, so it is a shame, but man, hopefully whenever we do come back, if we ever do, I mean, something to check out.
And we got the word that Cyclone will not open either, down from maintenance as well, so that's 2 years in a row that you get robbed of
I don't know what it is, man, with that ride in general, but it'd be like that, I guess.
But all in all, man, what a park. I mean, like I've said, it's a small park, but boy, it really packs a punch for its size. I don't know if we'll ride anything else or not. We'll just kind of see if something jumps out at us, but boy, this has been a good day.
Absolutely.
So just for the hell of it, we decided to do bumper boats, and I don't think I've ever done anything like that before. That was quite fun, but I have to say, be careful when standing right here. As you can see, and we were taking advantage. I will admit, we were taking advantage of this, trying to squirt people that were walking by, and
oh yeah,
I think Dillon succeeded a couple of times.
Oh yeah, because look, from this area that's right over here to about a portion of the blue area here, right where the icy little statue is, and like probably over here, that's all the splash zone. So be aware. You know what a splash zone is. Don't go that far in. It's not like a pet peeve. It's more like, you know, unless you're prepared to get wet, then, you know, we've seen a few people just get absolutely hit and start to move back, and, you know, it was kind of funny.
I felt like I was back at work, working at Whitewater Canyon, trying to soak people with geysers. I couldn't go one day without doing that, so.
I can't imagine.
Yes, I have way too much fun doing that. So,
no, bumper boats is a lot of fun, though.
Absolutely.
That was great. See, now if you look at this ma'am here, she is on the phone right here, probably just minding her own business, but you know people are going to hop into this bumper boat and they're absolutely going to nail it.
That is the danger zone right there, yes.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that area there. But she's going to learn the hard way, unfortunately. She will definitely learn the hard way.
Oh, yes.
But no, overall, it's a lot of fun. Bumper boats are really, really cool. Such a throwback, too. 90s thing.
Oh, yes. So we just did the Music Express here. And I think this is easily the best flat ride in this park. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, it was good.
And it spins you around forward for a couple of minutes, and then it spins you around backwards for about the same length. I mean, you get your money's worth on this ride.
Oh, it's cool. I love it. This is a throwback gem right here, man. And you know, they call it music for a reason. They play a lot of music. It's out there. It's a lot of fun.
Played some really good music right before we got on there too, so that was nice.
Yeah, we did 2 rides on this. It was a lot of fun.
They have one of these similar at Cedar Point I want to ride, so hopefully.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it's called Matterhorn.
Matterhorn, yes. So.
But it's a lot of fun though.
Yes, it is.
True throwback gem.
Looks like we're gonna do one last ride here, one more ride on Steel Hog. It's treated us well today. We've rode Lost Coaster one more time, another backwards ride before. We did the Music Express, I think it's called. So
yeah, Music Express. So now we're heading over to here to do one last ride. But just a quick look over at the big attraction that is currently being under construction that won't be open as the time we're here, and it probably will be open as of making of this video probably about another month or two. So it's unfortunate, which is American Trip Loop. Now you see they got all the coaster built. They actually have one of the trains out on the track, but they of course haven't tested it. They're still trying to paint over some stuff. So there's still a bit of ways to go, but it's taking a while.
It's looking good so far. We were really hoping this thing would be open in time for us to when we were here.
Just missed it.
Yep. Well, come back next year. We'll definitely get to ride it then. So let's get one more ride on Steelhog here. See how this goes.
And of course, that'll do with our day here at Indiana Beach. We had a lot of fun. It was unbelievable. A big thanks to all the guys here at this park. They do such an incredible job out here. And I mean, last year's visit was just as incredible, but this year was also just as amazing. It was a lot of fun. And I had some with me today, so it was even better.
Yes, and I have to say, for this being my first time at this park, really, really impressed. Like I said, a small park like this, you might not have high expectations for this place, but my God, this will really impress you. Really good park. I hope to come back. I mean, there's a couple of coasters that we need to ride: the American Triple Looper and Cyclone as well, and the Hoosier Hurricane. So, other than that, great day, great trip. So, anything else to add?
Well, I guess may as well go through the trip report. As you can see, thanks to Log Ride right here. So we did 3 rides on Cornball Express, Lost Coaster Superstition Mountain, Steel Hog, 2 rides on Music Express right there, and then a ride each on Captain Crow's Bumper Boats, Den of Lost Thieves, Rocky Rapids over here, and Tig'rr. Overall, it was a very fun day, and like he said, we hope to come back in the near future. It was a lot of fun, and I do want to say this is a very homegrown park. A lot of really good feeling along the way, and again, a lot of fun. It was great, and it shows you, you know, with a small place like this, it doesn't need a lot, man. It has its own little charm, so it's fantastic.
Great rides here, great food here.
Oh, fantastic food! Oh my God, amazing! Like, the food is just excellent.
So if you enjoyed this vlog, please be sure to give this thing a like. It'll help us out a lot. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button too. That'll help us out a lot too. We really appreciate that.
Be sure to follow us on our Instagram at WeTheCoasters as well, and follow us on anywhere of our socials on the link tree description down below. You'll find all of our socials that are out there. So once again, thank you guys for watching. So much means a lot to us. For myself, Dillon, and of course Kyle behind the camera, thank you guys for watching. Until then, we'll see you guys later on our next WeTheCoasters Journeys episode when we head over to Cedar Point in August. But regular videos coming very shortly.
Well, speaking of WeTheCoasters Journeys, I can't give too many details, but
you may have a surprise.
I might have something in the works. I'm just going to leave it at that. So hopefully that comes to fruition. So until then, have a good one, everybody.
Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Peace out.